Hey, this is Redacted and today I'm doing a video on the new redacted version of Thanos. There's going to be a new Thanos in a new Marvel set. It's going to have the same number on the bottom as the original base set, but there's going to be a little star on it indicating that this is the legal version of Thanos, not the past one. Let's start talking about Thanos. Let's put up the original Thanos card. So the original Thanos card, level 1, was a 3/4 with 6 wounds, had the superpower Court Death, which means during your main phase you pay a green, shuffle each character in a KO pile into its deck, and then put that many +1/+1 counters on Thanos. It also had the Mad Titan, which is your level up ability. You need 6 XP to level up. When a character on any side gets KO'd, Thanos gains an XP. So basically whenever a character, whether it's yours or your opponent's, gets KO'd, you get an XP. Once it happens 5 more times, you get to level up Thanos. So let's put up the new Thanos card. As you can see, attack and defense and wounds are the same. Court Death, there's no changes in the wording of that ability. And then we go to the Mad Titan. So still takes 6 XP to level up, but the wording is now when an enemy character gets KO'd, Thanos gains an XP. So it's no longer just your characters getting KO'd that gives you an XP. So it's just your enemies. So now you can't just do turn 1 Iceman smash into your opponent's main character, gain an XP because Iceman got KO'd. Now it's only you attacking your opponent's characters giving you XP. Now the reason I can see this change happening is because it made it far more easier for Thanos to get level up if, say, both yours and your opponent's supporting characters trade, then that's 2 XP. And also made it my example, like you just place an Iceman, smash into your opponent's main character or supporting character, and you just gain an XP, and also you get the freeze ability, or if it's Wasp, the -1/-1, Black Widow, or just whatever. You get the ability and smash in, and you get the XP, so there's no real downside in you losing your supporting character. You could be saying, well, I'm losing a supporting character, there's a body that could be protecting my Thanos, but in reality, even if that body was still there, you get the XP when it's protecting Thanos. So this is in a way to try to slow down Thanos a little bit before he levels up, because sometimes you can level him up on turn 4 apparently, or turn 3, and that's not fair to say, but that's new level 1. It only requires your opponent's characters to get KO'd in order for you to gain an XP. So let's go to level 2. Let's put the original level 2 up there. You get Court Death, your stats are 6/6 with 6 wounds. Your new superpower is the Infinity Gauntlet. So the way Infinity Gauntlet works with the original Thanos is during your main phase, you pay a blue, yellow, green, or red for each enemy player, stun their main character, KO one of their resources, KO one of their supporting characters, and they discard their hand. Now, when you first look at this, it's kind of fair. You have to pay one of each. You stun your opponent's main character. You KO one of their supportings. KO one of their resources, which sets them back a turn. But then you make them discard the entire hand. Now that's kind of rough, because in this game there's no hand limit. You can have as many cards in your hand. So say you made a deck that requires you to draw cards, like say Doctor Strange. Say you have like 8-9 cards, and you work really hard to get those cards. One activation of Infinity Gauntlet, it's all gone. You start from you don't even start from scratch. You start before scratch, because now you don't have any cards in your hand. Now you're like one resource behind. One of your supporting characters, which could have been like a 2-wounder or a 3-wounder, is gone, and now your main character has a wound. So while everything before discarding their hand seemed kind of fair, discarding your entire hand seemed unfair, because it just sets them back real fast. And like I said, you could level up Thanos by turn 3 or 4, and you don't have to have the resources on the field, on the resource row, in order to pay for this. Well, you can have just blue and yellow, and then in your hand have green and red, and just pitch them to activate the ability. So let's look at new Thanos. Court Death, 6/6, 6 wounds, Infinity Goblin. Same cost, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 red, and during your main phase. For each enemy player, stun their main character, that's the same. KO 1 their resources, that's the same. KO 1 their supporting characters, again that's the same. Now this is where it's different. And they discard a random card. Okay, so now they have to discard a random card. The reason why this is more fair is because now your opponent has a chance to make a comeback instead of just like you basically are now like relying on your 2 cards. Now you don't have to rely on your 2 cards that you're drawing on your turn. I'm glad they didn't make Infinity Goblin like a once per game thing because it still doesn't fix the discard the entire hand. It's still the same price. You can still try to do the same thing like I said, pay a blue and a yellow in the field and discard a green and a red or vice versa. You still get the wound on the main character, you still get the KO on their supporting, on their resources. Now, the only difference is they only discard 1 card and it's random, so you don't get to choose and your opponent doesn't get to choose, so it could work on your favor, it could work on their favor. It just depends on what they discard. It kind of makes it a little bit more fair. I'm going to be rebuilding a Thanos deck, testing it out with these new main characters, and see what works out. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy watching this video, leave a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. In the description below, there's going to be a link to the Facebook page if you want to contact me or see what else I'm going to be posting up about this. Expect Thanos videos hitting the channel soon. And I'm Dread2PCG. Thanks for watching, and bye on.